If you're an ambitious network marketer that wants exceptional follow-up, so nobody falls through the cracks, you feel really good that you're making the best conversions, and this is something that you can teach team members so they're just as sharp with it as you found the right video. I've got some notes here off camera. I'm going to walk through the entire strategy that I used to follow up, and it helped me sponsor over 750 people and never have that horrible feeling that, ah man, that would have been a really good team member. I just didn't do the right job, or I forgot all about them. So let's dive straight into this, and I have something for you at the end of the video which can make a really powerful difference to all your techniques. Make sure you stick around for that too. So what I would like to teach you is simple and leveraged, yet it has a personal touch so that you can really stand out and get the best conversions. I've got some notes here off camera to make sure I don't miss anything. So what I highly recommend that you do is whenever someone shows any level of interest, they request information, they say, yes, sure, I'll take a look, whatever it may be, we send them to a lead capture page. A simple page where they enter their name and email and they get the resource, the video, the presentation, the Zoom calendar, whatever you're using, that is then delivered to them. This is very, very easy to set up. And the reason why you want to do this is because we should always control the flow of information. It's not good enough for someone to say, I'm interested, and we just send them a bunch of information. If we do that, we don't really know if they're interested. They could just be being polite. They could just be trying to get away from the message or the call. And so by having a lead capture page, first of all, we disqualify all the time wasters and we keep that time to put on the people that actually have a chance of saying yes. So that's a smart move straight away. If your team member comes to you and said, I'm splitting my time equally between people who are never going to say yes to me and people who are a really strong chance, you'd say, well, take that time and find more of the right people. That would be smarter, right? Don't want to sell steak to a mix of vegetarians and steak lovers. Try and sell it all to steak lovers. Just makes sense. So having a lead capture page for me, let's face it, if someone isn't going to put their email in to get a free resource for the information they just requested, they were never going to watch it. They were never going to get back to you. They were never going to sign up. So you've saved yourself some time and you see who's actually who. Now, another reason why we have that lead capture page, and I'll give you some more details in a second, is so that we now have multiple channels of communication open that we control. So what's called being omnipresent in marketing terms. It means we're almost everywhere. And so what you'll realize is that the more marketing touches you can have on your prospect, the quicker they will become a yes. And so if someone goes to a lead capture page, you can put a simple pixel on that tracking page, and now if you use Meta ads or YouTube ads, they're going to see those ads. Just literally by clicking the link and going to that page, they are now being tracked by your YouTube account and by your Facebook account, so you can advertise to those people. Hey, you checked out this information? Did you have any questions? You could literally make a quick video like that, and only those people would see it. One form of follow-up. Second of all, you have their name and their email. So when you see that information come through, you can immediately get back to that person with a one-on-one direct message. Chances are you have them on WhatsApp or Instagram or Facebook somewhere, right? There's some way that they've requested information. And so we are able to direct message that person and say, hey, I saw you took a look at the information. Do you got any questions? So it gives us a personal channel of communication and one that can be immediate so we can strike while their motivation is higher when they do have questions before they forget about it on their to-do list. Third of all, having their email opens up that channel of communication. So we can send emails, even if we're not connected to them on direct message, we can send emails of things like testimonials, special offers, incentives, maybe your backstory, maybe the kind of results they can expect, the kind of benefits, the problems if they don't take action. So we can preload a sequence of say 5 to 7 emails, and we can drip these one at a time, day by day, onto our prospect to increase their confidence, their knowledge, and really remind them like, hey, I'm here and I'm following up with you. Would you like to know more? Because at the end of those emails, every time we can say, hey, listen, if you have questions, you want to get signed up, you want to know more, and we give them a clear next step. Direct message me here, phone me here, whatever it may be. Next, we also now have an ability to deliver value to that person. And so some prospects may sign up straight away. They may, based off your emails, your adverts, your direct message, they may say, yeah, I'm all in, I'm in. But what about the people that aren't immediate with their decisions? Well, now we can use any one of those channels that we have open to us to deliver valuable content. You may be someone, and I highly encourage you to do this, who makes YouTube videos. You may be someone that goes live on Facebook or social media. You may be someone that enjoys creating PDFs or case studies. You'll have some kind of skill set that you can utilize to create content and then deliver that to the prospect to bring a decision much, much closer and much, much quicker. So that again is a really powerful way to follow up. Now the final piece of information I'll give you in this strategy, and then I'll walk through it all so you can sort of make a plan for yourself, is that when I have a calendar, and whenever I am due to follow up with somebody individually, I put that name in my calendar and I put it in the correct day. And I put the social channel or the communication channel in initials next to them. So let's say that you and I had a conversation today and you said, hey Richard, send me some more information on this business, I'd love to know more. I send you a link, you enter your name and email. I'm going to put your name the day after tomorrow in my calendar. And so what you'll receive in the meantime is probably emails from me. You may see my ads, you may get some value from me. But on that day for sure, I'm going to reach out and say, hey my friend, how did you find the information? Just wonder if you had any questions or if you'd like to get started. And so I don't need to worry about knowing who's who, because as soon as I see that that's, John Doe and a little FB for Facebook, I type in the name, I see the messenger chat, I already know what I'm supposed to be saying. I can see the previous conversation. So from start to finish, here's the way the process works. If anybody is asking for any information, I send them to a lead capture page, which says, hey, great for requesting information. If you want to watch a video that shows you this, this, and this, enter your name and email, and I will send it straight. Name and email, and I will send it straight to you. They do that. Now I have an ad that follows them around on YouTube and Facebook and says, hey, hope you've enjoyed that information. Here's some benefits of what we're doing. Please feel free to click the button underneath this video. Get back to me with any questions. I also send them a couple of emails. It's either the kind of results that people like you are getting. These are the kind of benefits that people like you are getting. Here's a clear place where you can contact me. Day after tomorrow, I'm in your inbox wherever we've been communicating saying, hey, just wondering if, following up with you, like I said I would, wondered if you'd seen that information and if you had any questions. So I only have to do a little bit. I only have to do the one-on-one messaging part, and that doesn't take me long. The ad is already set up. The capture page is already set up. The follow-up emails are already set up. And so even if I'm just putting a link in a piece of content, everything but the direct message will be done automatically. I'll give you an advanced tip. Have the resource, the presentation, inside of a community. If you do that, you can use one piece of software to accomplish pretty much all of this. And also, it makes it very, very easy for you to direct message somebody. I like to use School. I'll put a link to that underneath here because it's like $9 a month. It's very cheap. And what you get with that is like a lead capture page. You get the ability to email people. You get the ability to share value with them. And you get a direct messaging feature where you don't go to the spam folder. They actually get an email notification when you email them. So it's very, very powerful for follow-up. And it simplifies. You don't need a bunch of different softwares and trying to link them together, or there's no learning curve. Also, you can put a pixel on that page, and now you can create the ads as well, and they walk you through how to do that. So it's very, very simple to do. I highly recommend that software if you are serious about implementing this strategy, particularly if you want to grow big. Because in that community, you can also encourage your team members. If you've got a presentation for your company, when you sign up a team member, you can encourage them to invite their people in there too. And now your resources do the selling for your team as well. There's a whole strategy around it. I've given you the very important first piece. If you get that set up and you'd like the next piece, come ask me. I'll be more than happy to fill in the rest of the gaps. But this puts you ahead of 95% of people's follow-ups. A lot of people do one of these. No one's really figured out how to do all of them. And now you can do that. You absolutely can. I think that's everything I wanted to cover. Yep, it absolutely is. So if you have any questions around follow-up, I've got really good at it. By all means, let me know in the comments. If you did want to implement this, your step is to set up your school account, create a community around the information you're going to share, put a video in that community so anyone that wants to know any more about your company, they can join this community for free, and that's where they see this information. You can then share value in that community and click a button and send emails to them, and you can also direct message those people by adding them to your calendar. Set up a simple ad, seeing if they've got questions, you're taken care of. Now your follow-up is really, really, really strong, and all you're left to do is welcome people into the community, direct them to the video, and collect the decisions the day after tomorrow, or maybe even on the spot. Feel free to share this if you think this has been really useful. You know, if you think, oh yeah, my team, you know, I want to get my team on board with this, or you know, other people I think will be beneficial. Listen, our industry gets bashed a lot. I think the more we can help each other get results, the more success stories, regardless of the company, the better we're going to position ourselves as an industry, the better we're going to position ourselves as a new plan A for a lot of people that are hurting out there financially right now, and also encourage them to take what is typically much higher quality product compared to what they can find on the high street. So feel free to share this. I think it would help other people get results too. As I always say, go create a day in a life that counts. Always have more desires and excuses. I almost forgot, I always do. If you liked this training and you specifically want to tackle the obstacles of procrastination, mindset, positivity, structuring your business like a business, and then feeding it with qualified leads that you don't have to chase, I can help you with the marketing and mindset side inside of a $5 community. Yeah, $5. And so I've made it super cheap so that you have nothing to lose but the $5, and you can come inside and receive an exceptional quality of training. You can also refer team members into that. I will pay you a commission for that. But more importantly, it means that we can educate our reps a lot better, and you know, everyone can access that in any company. Hopefully see you inside of there. Have a fantastic day. If you're a subscriber, I will see you on the next one, and I hope you've really enjoyed this information. Bye for now.